views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to the very first edition of Open University in our BronxNet studios at Lehman College. On this show, we will keep you in the loop on current discussions in and around the community. I'm your host, Ed Martinez, and we have an amazing show for you today, filled with talented guests, culture performances, and more. First up, we'll meet a young rapper and songwriter with a passion and dedication for music and life. He's on a mission to inspire the community and youth. Following that, this young rapper will give us a taste of his inspirational verses by taking the Open University stage. Then we will be joined by a community gardener and panel member as we discuss the New Roots Community Farm. After that, we're joined by the founder of a Bollywood Dance Academy and Foundation, whose dedication for the community inspires her to give back to her youth and seniors every day. And finally, we'll be treated to a vibrant and energetic Bollywood dance you don't want to miss. So stay tuned because all that and more is heading your way here on Open University. Hello and welcome to Open University. I'm your host, Ed Martinez. Edwin Feliciano Jr. is a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps and has been serving for 7 years. He is also a rapper and songwriter who goes by the name of Raph, which stands for Writing Real and True Hip Hop. Please help me welcome to the show, Raph. Raph, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
So you gotta let me know, first things first, why Raph?
All right, so it was a lot of trial and error growing up. I went through so many different names, right? But what happened was, it's actually a really true story. It's not one I'm actually very proud of, but one time I was in school and I got very angry at a teacher, and a friend of mine was like, hey, don't show her your wrath. So from that point on, it was like, hey, Wrath sounds like a cool name. So he was always calling me that in school. And, I kept it and I tried to evolve it. I mean, I wanted to keep it because people were calling me that. So I wanted to keep it as I started doing music. And, Wrath, it's not actually the most positive sounding name, but I wanted to switch it and make it sound positive. So that's why I made it into an acronym. And, and I made it to Writing Real and True Hip Hop.
So what's another side of inspiration? Like any artists that really tend to you?
Actually, not so much. What I do is I take music that I don't like and I use that as inspiration. Because too many times, especially with hip hop music, the music that's put out, in my opinion, is very degrading to women, very degrading to kids. I mean, you got people who talk about the nastiest things, and that's what we're feeding our children, I mean, I don't have any kids, but you know what I mean? Like, we're feeding the kids, and I want to be able to change that. Too many times when I talk to people and I tell them, yeah, I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a rapper, they look at me and they look at me very weird. And instantly I know what they're thinking. I know they're like, oh, you're just the same guy who talks about how much better he is than the next guy and how much, how much you like, doing things with women and things like that. And it's like, no, that's not what I do, because that's not what hip hop is all about. And that's the stereotype that people have towards that music genre. And I want to be the one to change it.
So at what year did you start actually writing and rapping? Do you also make your own music as well?
I do. I write all my own lyrics and make my music. Not all of my own music, but I do. But I started in, I want to say 2005. And I was really young. I was about 14 years old. But I really started getting into it at the age of 18. When I came back from boot camp, a friend of mine who was rapping, him and I linked up. And we just kept doing it. We kept doing it, and then his style of music kind of drifted into something that I wasn't really into. So we decided to split because we had a rap group going, and we decided to split ways. And when we decided to do that, in 2012 was when I made my first album, and I put it out.
And what was the name of the album?
Stopping at Nothing.
Stopping at Nothing. That's
Yes.
wonderful. So, in what direction do you want to take your music? I know you're going for the inspirational route. I know you want to hit homes and families and be a true inspiration. So where do you want to lead off with that?
So with everything that's been going on in terms of my music, I mean, people consider me as the anti-bullying rapper because I did a song in 2012 where I was talking about my experiences with bullies as a little kid. But I feel like I've done that part People know me as that. They know me as performing that song. I kind of want to expand a little more, not necessarily doing negative music, but just, you know, inspiration on a different level, inspiration more towards self-inspiration and self-empowerment rather than, you know, standing up to your bullies. You know, I mean, I'm always going to promote that and push that, but I don't want to be categorized as the anti-bullying rapper, which I have been in the past couple of years.
Now, I know you're going to be performing for us right after this.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the song that you're going to be performing? I know it's called Stay Strong.
No, it's not.
Which one?
It's called Hip Hop's Gentleman.
So I was going to ask you
Yeah.
that as well. So how did you get that name, or when you started calling yourself that?
Okay, so yes, I call myself the self-proclaimed hip hop's gentleman only because in hip hop I don't think that we have a gentleman rapper. When you think of the word gentleman, the word that comes to what comes to mind is a person who dresses nice, who's respectful, you know, who opens doors for ladies and things like that. And I don't feel like when I look at a rapper, especially what we have on today in music, I don't think a lot of those people would do those things for you know, themselves or consider themselves a gentleman. So I said, you know what, someone needs to step up and be the gentleman of hip hop, and I think I can be that person. And it's just, you know, a different idea that I've been running with, and it's something that I really want to, you know, go along with changing what people think of hip hop.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right, well, I'm excited for your performance. We're going to have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have Raph take the Open University stage.
Hello, good people of the Bronx and beyond. Welcome to A Life in Art.
Please welcome to the stage, Raph.
Thank you. Okay, so really quick, let me properly reintroduce myself. I go by the name of Raph, and it stands for Writing Real and True Hip Hop, where I do not curse in any of my music, and through my music, I just want to inspire the world. This song is called Hip Hop's Gentleman, and like I said before, it's because I don't think we have a gentleman in hip hop. So it goes like this. You know we need this. I hate the way we're represented. I need to make changes cause I'm sick of all the misconception. And not to mention the way people perceive us. They see the way that rappers are and think that we deceive them. I'm here to open doors, pull out your chairs so you could learn. I'm tired that the word rapper is a curse word. Open your mind, open your eyes and listen closely. I'm known to change the mind of people that just listen to me. No one controls me, I made my own decision. I went from cursing in every bar to making the transition. I'm screaming it loudly. The change is coming if you allow me. I'm the gentleman of hip hop. You know that I say it proudly. It's something that I lacked, but I can't deny the fact that I have class. Cause I'm hip hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman, hip hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I'm questioned all the time about the way I rhyme and how nobody ever has a style like mine. Cause I'm say it, I'm a gentleman, hip hop's gentleman. I'm hip hop's gentleman. You know it easy. Whatever I was doing wasn't working. I always wondered why my fan base just wasn't growing. And then it hit me. Why in the world would I be fake? Just write that real and true hip hop you knew you could always make. I'm feeling great. I'm leading the entire nation. There's never limitations, obligations, making aspirations. Ladies and gents, was the respect that's probably been misplaced. And when you wear your pants, make sure they're sitting on your waist.
It's all about your upkeep.
And always keeping your standards high.
Ladies have the power.
They just don't know how to utilize.
Fellas make a change.
It won't hurt you to try something new. Never underestimate yourself or anything you can do. Gentleman. Don't define the word, homie. Just show them with your actions. Excuse me for a second. Let me introduce an element. Just because you're hip hop don't mean you can't be a gentleman. Swag is something that I lacked, but I can't deny the fact that I have class. Cause I'm hip hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman. Hip hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I'm questioned all the time about the way I rhyme and how nobody ever has a style like mine. Cause I'm say it, I'm a gentleman. Hip hop's gentleman. I'm hip hop's gentleman. Nobody ever believed me. They thought that I would just fail. They didn't think that I would make it. Didn't believe that I would prevail. But now I'm on top of the world. And I prove that all those haters were bugging. Cause I show the world
that I never had swag. It's something that I lacked, but I can't deny the fact that I have class. Cause I'm hip-hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman, hip-hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman, I'm crushing all the time about the way I rhyme and how nobody ever has a style like mine. Cause say it, I'm a gentleman, hip-hop's gentleman. No, I never had swag, it's something that I lacked, but I can't deny the fact that I have class. Cause I'm hip-hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman, hip-hop's gentleman. I'm a gentleman, I'm crushing all the time about the way I rhyme and how nobody ever has a style like mine. Cause say it, I'm a gentleman, hip-hop's gentleman. I'm hip-hop's gentleman. I mean, it's the truth.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. So truly inspirational and
Thank you,
awesome.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Rap. So please stay tuned because more is coming here on Open University.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
The New Roots program and the New Roots Community Farm in partnership with International Rescue Committee are focused on teaching food production so that individuals can provide fresh food for themselves and their communities. The farm involves local members working together, learning various tips on gardening, and addressing health issues in the Bronx. And here to tell us more about her involvement in the community, gardener and panel member, Christina Garmendez. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for being here on the show. Can you, first off, tell me how exactly did you get to the New Roots Community Farm?
I become a member of the New Roots Community Farm, and I was so intrigued by doing gardening. I have a love for gardening, and I take all my gardening skills from my childhood days being with my dad around and about, and just put it to place in the garden. And I've planted so much variety of vegetable that other gardeners were amazed at the product that came out of garden box, and I've shared it with other gardeners. I've been very productive and very active in the garden, and I just love it.
Now, would you mind telling us and the viewers of what's the big importance about fresh foods and vegetables?
The big importance is living healthy, being healthy, and extend that to our community, and share the idea, share the opportunity in becoming a gardener, and welcoming the community, teaching them how to cook healthy, eat healthy, to combat with obese and diabetes. And for sure, if you're eating healthy, you will live healthy.
Now, eating healthy is obviously a key element. So what are some things you would say people would learn from gardening itself?
Learned how to develop food from just a little seed, from a seedling. And once you get that technique, you're on the go and you're on board of becoming a gardener and growing your own food, vegetable of all different kind, and you will live so healthy. Your kitchen, your life will become different. Your family, you're feeding them and taking care of them and yourself very differently. And the garden is such a different place to be. It's a breath of fresh air, going there, relaxing, catching the sunlight, be among the greens. Harvesting, just picking a little pepper is like so refreshing, so
satisfying.
down to earth.
Now,
Yes.
how would you, what are some tips you'd give to someone who, there's a lot of people in the Bronx that live in apartments. How would you start off for gardening right then and there?
For people who don't have the time to come to the garden, we have days when they can come on Saturday, participate in the program that we call How Does Your Garden Grow? And we have box that's divided that they could put a little seed there. And if they come on a regular visit, we produce that to them so they can have a little box to plant something and later come back and harvest it. And we have other programs that they can participate in, and the garden can be a place for them to be. Also, we teach them how to plant in a little pot in their own house or apartment or their backyard and grow something, even a tomato plant, an eggplant, and harvest it and eat it.
When did you start gardening yourself?
I started gardening about 3 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, and so
But-
how did you get into it yourself then, before
I
joining?
had a friend who introduced me to the gardening spot, the
Oh, okay.
site itself, yes. But I was gardening from a very little child, 6 years old, like as long as I can remember, and I loved it.
Now I know we have some vegetables here, right? So I was going to ask you, so can you tell me, like, I know it's a process for gardening.
Yes.
So can you tell me, no, I wouldn't say like the hardest things to garden, to grow or raise, but can you give me a little bit of insight of the vegetables here?
Yes, well, this is a festive squash that you can cook it right off the tree, but you can also save it for decoration, come for Halloween. And the corn, we have a little cornfield going. These you can just take them off and pop them in the
they're so
microwave,
small.
and also save it for decoration. This is one species of pumpkin that you use for pumpkin pie, and this is another, they call it the Spanish pumpkin, that people cook a lot and put it in beans and make it with rice and beans. This is a purple cabbage. Like anything purple is very healthy for your body.
Oh, yeah.
This is one species of cucumber. We have a variety of
That's a
species.
cucumber?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
It
Okay.
looks like maybe a fig or something, but it's a cucumber. And we have different species of tomato.
Tomatoes, yeah.
This one, I think it's German tomato, and the other ones are different species. We have like tomatoes that have up to a pound, one tomato.
Up to a pound, you said?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Big.
Okay, now how, or what would you tell people that are, sort of interested in gardening, they have never touched soil in their life before? What would you say for them to kind of start up and get running for gardening?
If they're afraid of the soil, they could put a glove on, but the soil is so much more to meddle with your fingers. It's a connection that you make with the earth because it's an element from our bodies. The earth and the grass and the greens are very, very good to connect with.
Any tips that you might want to give to expert gardeners? Some things that are usually just not said. Any like tips you've learned yourself?
In the soil?
In general for gardening.
Tips that you can start gardening from a little box or a little pot and put soil in it and just put a seed of any type and watch it grow, water it, give it sunlight, and simple as that, and it will grow.
And out of all the plants here, which one would you say takes the longest to grow, or the least?
Probably the cabbage.
The cabbage, yeah.
Yes, because the pumpkin, as soon as the vine grows and it flowers, it germinates and you get a pumpkin. And the tomatoes are probably the easiest.
Now, what's the first plant or vegetable that you grew? Do you remember?
Spinach.
Spinach, yeah?
Yeah, spinach that runs on a vine, and you just stick it like a little stalk, stick it in the ground, and it just grew.
Oh, and can you tell me a little bit about the peppers that are here as well?
Oh, these are serrano peppers.
Serrano peppers.
Yes, that we grew in our garden. It's a project that we grew for Bronx hot sauce.
Bronx hot sauce. Can you give me?
Yes.
So wait, serrano peppers. Oh wow, they're small.
Yeah, we harvested over about 200 to 300 pounds of peppers already.
That's amazing. All right, Christina, thank you so much for being here on the show. We'll be right back with more Open University.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back to Open University. Guided by family, culture, and the belief that all life has important value, Verratti Kemraj founded the Verratti Foundation, which works to help the community and youth of all ages to lead healthy, educated, and productive lives. She's also the dance teacher and choreographer behind the Verratti Dance Academy. Each Bollywood dance performance and workout routine combines the rich music and culture of Indian and Caribbean. So here to tell us more is Verratti Kemraj. Thank you so much for being here on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So can you please tell me about the two organizations?
Well, I started the Verratti Dance Academy years ago, just at my Hindu temple as a way to engage the youth. And then eventually that led to us doing different Bollywood dance performance, not only at cultural shows at the Vishnu Mandir Hindu temple, but also out in the community. And only about a year and a half now, I started the Verratti Foundation, which is the charity organization. And here we are today doing a lot for the community and youth.
And that's been going on since '96, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The Dance Academy has been going on since '96, and only about last year we started the foundation, doing a lot more charity, giving back, just engaging the community and youth on all levels in all different ways.
So what would you say is a key difference between other dance academies and the Verratti Dance Academy?
The Verratti Dance Academy teaches Bollywood dance and workout. It's a little different because a lot of times people don't know what Bollywood is, and mainly that's the South Asian film industry. The same way you have Hollywood, you have Bollywood. So we do Indian and Caribbean music, we do dance, but we also incorporate the workout as a healthy way of living because we all need to move. So why not have fun while sweating and burning some calories?
Okay. So how long have you been dancing? Yeah.
I've been dancing as long as I can remember, but I really started being more engaged in '96 because I wanted to come up with different moves, with different routines for the kids. And I love when the youth are dancing because then they'll teach me a few moves. So we kind of infuse all the different cultures, all the different music. And the great thing about Bollywood songs is that you have the Hindi and the Sanskrit that's being sung, so people can relate to that, but you also have like a Latin beat or a reggae in there, and it's really nice because it fuses the culture and it opens it to the world.
So what kind of work and collaboration is the Verratti Foundation involved in?
The Verratti Foundation just recently did a book bag drive, a back to school. We gave out over 200 book bags with school supplies, had over 200 families and youth. And about a month ago, we gave one of BronxNet's intern, Manuel, a scholarship of $500, and he's back in Puerto Rico doing his thing. So that's what the foundation is. We're collaborating with community members, with NYPD, with businesses, organizations, restaurants, local individuals who just wants to give back and lend a hand. And we're just giving them the opportunity to say, you know, as much as we get, we want to give back. And while giving back, there's always a mission and a cause. It's not just here you go and move on with it. We always have something. So like from a student to a group or an organization, we know that they're going to be there to help us out in the future, meaning that they will come back and volunteer their time because they know that by volunteering, they were able to get help.
Now, have you ever had events that you combined both organizations together as well?
Yes. So we've had a senior event where we did a give back at the Rain Senior Center. We had the seniors dancing. We also had them doing a workout. And we honored a few people. And we also gave them like a nice collaboration where we gave out hats and scarves during the winter time. So combining the two organizations kind of helps us out because not only are we doing the dance, but we're doing the gift back. And it's not just the two organizations. The foundation is really built on everyone all around because we're all from somewhere else. And we're here, you know, to have a better life, to live a healthier life, to just work together. And the two organization really works with the community at large.
Now, have you had a lot of people from the Dance Academy also help out with the foundation?
Yes. So we have the parents who are always coming in handy because they're the ones that we're always saying we need something. And then we have the kids. Who doesn't love the kids of all ages? My youngest dancer is 2 years old. The oldest one is about 89. I just met one that's 96 and she wants to come to dance class. So
amazing.
We're opening it up. Anyone can move, you know. Living life is beautiful, and when you can accept the cultures around you, it's really great. And I think that was very impressive with the RAIN organization on a personal note because you had a lot of Hispanics who come from a very cultured background, and they opened up to switch their salsa for Bollywood. And they were teaching me some moves. So, you know, we did a Bollywood salsa fusion with Manuel. We also did it with the Rain Senior Center. And it's really wonderful. And it's fun.
In what direction would you like to lead the Verratti Foundation to?
I really want it to be a source of a give back. I want everybody to know the name. It's a household name in a sense that it involves everyone. I know it's my name, but at the same time, Verratti means so much more for community because I had a youth tell me, you know, I am Verratti. And I was like, no, baby, you're not. And she's like, yeah, I am. And I really thought about that all night. And I was like, you know what she meant was that she loved coming to the events and seeing what we do. She loved participating. And when you participate, people notice. And when people notice, they're willing to lend a hand, even if you just ask. If they don't have the help, they will direct you in the right direction. So that's the direction where the Verratti Dance Academy and the Verratti Foundation wants to go. We want to be known for community and youth and involvement.
Now, can you give us an insight of how important it is to give back to the community?
It's very important. The truth is we all came here from somewhere else. I know that I've heard stories. I don't know personally, but I know that my parents went through a lot of struggle coming from Guyana. My ancestors are from India. But if they didn't come over here and to the Bronx, I wouldn't have the opportunity that I have. And I think that goes for every family, every culture, everyone that's living here in this borough. It's so diverse. So people coming from elsewhere makes this their home. And I think by us working together, it's just such an amazing thing.
That's wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Is there any information you would like to give out to everyone?
I know that our email is on, my email is on the screen, so people can reach out if they want to host. Well, I'll volunteer my time if they want to host for the first time a Bollywood dance or workout, or if they need something, reach out, because if I don't have it, I'm pretty sure that someone in the community does, and that's where our charity work comes into play.
That's wonderful, and I know you're going to be performing for us as well.
Yes,
right?
I'm going to give you a taste of Indian and Caribbean music with a Bollywood dance performance.
That's wonderful. Well, I'm excited. Well, so we're going to have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have Verratti on Open University stage.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Now, it is an absolute pleasure to let you all know that Verratti Kamraj will be performing a Bollywood dance, giving everyone a taste of Indian and Caribbean music. Enjoy.
कच्चे धागों में पिरोली बातों की रंगोली से न खेलूं ऐसे होली मैं ना तेरा किसी को तो होगा ही तू क्यों ना तुझे मैं ही जीतूं खुले ख्वाबों में जीते हैं बाबरे मनवा लागे लागे रे सावरे ले तेरा हुआ जिया का ये गाँव रे मैं तेरे
Wonderful, wonderful. Verratti,
Thank you.
so much for being here on the show. Everyone give her a round of applause real quick, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. I'd like to thank all our guests for being a part of the show and today's show, and for the viewers tuning in. If you missed any part of today's show, you can watch it anytime on BronxNet.org. This is Eden Martinez. See you soon.